It's said that Halloween is the one day a year that the veil between this world and another lifts and that spirits can roam freely. As in with this tradition, 7 and 4 will bring you a special haunting look at one of Northern Michigan's own ghost tales later tonight. But before that, we'll bring you a sneak peek and speak with psychic medium Tammy Schuster and get some details on how she speaks to the dead.
Tucked away in the quiet village of Empire is the Cottonwood Bed and Breakfast. It is where the Rowan family lived for years and where 2 brothers died and 1 disappeared.
You just know that there's something other than yourself in the house.
Are the Rowan brothers still holding on to their home? And what contact have these ghost hunters and psychic medium Tammy Schuster had with them?
You just want to be found.
The Cottonwood Haunting. A special report tonight on 7 and 4 News at 6 and 11.
We're joined now by Tammy Schuster. Now, without giving too much away, you were at Cottonwood. What kind of, can you give us kind of like an insight of what happened out there?
Absolutely. Cottonwood is actually one of my most favorite places to go. The history is huge and probably one of the most active places that we've ever been. So let's just say kind of crazy. I'll be saying things that I'm hearing from the other side, which is normal for me. But they're really unique places. You're going to be able to hear validation through equipment that the authors will be using throughout this investigation. So much fun.
So they hear what you hear, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'll tell them what I'm hearing, so then they would in return ask the spirit, is this really what you're saying? And then they would respond, and it would be almost exactly what I'm telling them. So it's kind of unique to let someone else hear through my perspective of what I'm actually hearing.
Gotcha. Now, you took some paranormal investigators with you. Now,
Yeah.
does that help you out at all, or does it interfere?
No, it does not help me, nor does it interfere, but they write different books for, Haunted Travels of Michigan, so it was kind of unique to be able to be involved in their book. I had went there prior, and I thought, you really need to do this for the story, the history, and the things that we are getting are so crazy, so unique, so they actually agreed to come along with me. We had so much fun, and like they said, it was even probably one of the most active investigations that they had.
That's it. Now, how does it actually work? Because I know a lot of people, there's some shows out there and whatnot, and how does it work?
Well, it's not really a work thing. I always tell people it's not something that I do, it's who I am. So it would be kind of like sitting here talking to you. I see them, I hear them, I communicate with them, just in a different level than you and I don't need to actually speak the words. I can hear kind of through my head. So it's more of who I am, and it's just a day-to-day thing of what I do.
Now, you say you can see and hear them.
Absolutely.
What about right now? It is 6:38 in the morning. Are the spirits up and down?
Everybody has somebody with them, and that's what people are so surprised when they'll come to me and I'll start out telling them things of who's with them and give them validation. And nobody absolutely is alone. Everybody has somebody always looking over them.
And when did you, realize you had this gift?
Oh gosh, it's so crazy because it seems like yesterday. I was 8 years old.
Did it freak you out? At 8.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I was
imagine.
staying the night with a bunch of girls, and everyone had fallen asleep but me. And my friend's grandfather would not be quiet, so I woke her up and I said, "Would you please tell your grandpa to quit talking to me?" And she's like, "My grandpa's been gone for a really long time." That was 8. Needless to say, it was 14 before I ever spent the night at someone else's house again.
Gotcha. And now, what do you have to say to non-believers? Because I know there's a lot of skeptics out there and whatnot.
I love skeptics because it gives you a chance to open their mind. It's not my job to convince anybody, but when you take a skeptic and you just start telling them things that there's no way you could know, the look in their face says it all. Like when they go from, most skeptics won't tell you, yeah, you're right, but you just got that look and, kind of like, okay, this is kind of crazy.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We definitely appreciate it every time you come by. And if you'd like to see more on the Cottonwood Bed and Breakfast investigation, watch the special report tonight on 7 and 4 News at 6 at 11.
Now, your 7 and 4 Storm Team forecast.